Yeah, guys, like you said, it was a whole mixture of questions on the table. Some serious, some a little bit on the lighter side, and she even gave some updates on some hot button issues going on around campus.
But I will say that 80% of the voting results are in, so we're edging closer to that final result and potentially getting Georgia called, but for now it is too close to call.
Now, despite polls leading into the election saying that Kamala Harris and Donald Trump would be running a tight race against each other, supporters of Trump had no doubt their candidate would win tonight. And you know, you've been giving us some cold hard history. I gave us the cold hard numbers, but I know a guy who's going to give us the cold hard facts.
Birds are back. I'll have an update on the return of our feathered friends in weather.
I'm here outside the Iowa Memorial Union, where protesters have gathered against YAF Speaker Paula Scanlon, even on a cold and rainy night like this.
Luckily, it's kind of died down a little bit, but just because, honestly, we can't allow people who are gonna just obviously try to be like, oh, these people shouldn't exist or don't exist, to just continue speaking like that.
The organizer of the protest wanted to keep things peaceful as compared to previous events so their voice could be heard.
I said, we're not going to do any marching in the streets, we're going to stand and chant. Like, I don't want us to be blocking the street or anything like that. I just told everybody. I wanted us to just be able to, like, have our message and tell our message to everybody without getting cops involved, without it getting violent or reckless.
At different points, protest leaders even gave updates to their following as to what was going on inside.
Her last name because they kept loudly booing every time she misgendered her. We're stopping them from wanting to come out again? At least we're doing, we're annoying them. And that's worth it to me.
As night fell, so did more rain, but demonstrators didn't want to let it wash out their messages of support for trans people.
The university upholds love and respect, and I just feel like for there to be giving them a platform for a hateful speaker just doesn't uphold what's in the conduct and what's in the, Iowa's beliefs.
And as intended, the protests remained peaceful as they didn't interact with law enforcement. Unlike previous events, they didn't block traffic or block the road going on Madison Street. From the Iowa Memorial Union, Jordan Tovar, DITV.
Riding horses is providing therapy step by step for some kids with disabilities here in eastern Iowa.
KCRG TV9's Jordan Tovar was in Swisher as Miracles in Motion hosted kids from UIHC's Stead Family Children's Hospital.
Therapy animals come in all shapes and sizes, but Miracles in Motion uses horses as their animals of choice for therapy. While it can be about getting riders on horseback, for the volunteers there, it's about more than just letting them ride.
But that helps them move a different direction. It activates another muscle. It helps them with their mind and their muscles to try to coordinate that together. And sometimes it works here with the horse. And who doesn't want to be on a horse?
While they're on the horse, riders can make a connection.
It's significant where you see that bond between that horse and that individual that is with that horse.
Grayson Bond, a 5-year-old born with autism, was one of the riders today. His mother, Raina, appreciates how it can ease the therapy process.
I feel really lucky. He was doing a lot of different therapies to work on all those different things, where now he can work on so many things doing one therapy, so it saves us a lot of time.
The results, she says, can be seen over the course of the sessions.
It's been really good practice, and since he started, I've seen him kind of get out of the box a little bit more.
For Grayson, however, his main concern is having fun. Did you have fun on the horses today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's super fun.
In Swisher, Jordan Tovar, KCRG TV9 News.
Jordan Tovar there will take Georgia voters were out in full force today, and despite results at the moment, some of their answers might surprise you on who they voted for. DITV Digital Liaison Jordan Tovar spoke with these voters.
Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris moves the country forward, fights for the middle class and progressive values, and that aligns with what I'm looking for.
Here in Mableton, Georgia, many of the voters that we spoke with voted for Kamala Harris, and that ranged from a wide variety of topics from women's rights to even stuff with small businesses. Now over in the metro Atlanta area,
Kamala. I definitely cast my support for Harris and Walz.
Kamala. Big Sister General.
Kamala Harris, of course. Who else?
and as you just saw there, it was a lot of the same over here in metro Atlanta. A lot of Harris-Walz voters, but it is a swing state here in Georgia, and I'm not talking about the Atlanta Braves, but there were some curveballs.
Donald Trump. Well, I'm not so crazy about him as the man, but I'm a Republican and I like conservative values. I like capitalism over socialism, and I just think we've gone to hell in a handbasket these last 4 years.
And outside of Don here, everywhere else was pretty much the same result.
Kamala.
Ms. Harris.
Now, the people I spoke to today would make it seem that Harris has victory firmly in her grasp. But the people inside here at the Georgia GOP's watch party is hoping for a different kind of result. From Atlanta, Georgia, Jordan Tovar, DITV.